and welcome to this week's episode of 9 to 5 Nerds with Robert Swathwood, Corey Urkel.
Hello.
And our guest tonight is Katrina Swathwood.
Hello.
This will be episode 49.
Ooh.
Yeah, one week. Well, we're going to do it a couple days. Yeah, so close to episode 50. Now, I don't want to tell you guys what's going to be episode 50, or what episode 50 is going to be, but there's going to be some surprises. Maybe not specifically with the episode that comes out, but there might be something in the way of volume. But we'll leave it for when it comes out.
Vague hints here.
Yeah.
Like, you talking girth?
Girth, yeah.
Oh, God.
It's not going to be long, but it's going to be short and wide.
Okay, just how I like it.
But as far as this one goes, I'm sure there will be Game of Thrones talk, because we haven't seen Corey since the episode came out. But
episode 6.
Yeah, episode 6.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then we're going to have to wait. They said it might not even be on in 2018. Next season.
Are you kidding?
Yeah.
Oh.
You gonna jump off a bridge?
Yeah, they said the next season might be 2019.
Would be...
Believable.
I don't think it's going to happen, because I think they said they're starting filming in October of this year.
Uh-huh.
So for this season, I think they said they started shooting in September of last year.
So maybe a fall premiere instead of a
So
summer?
maybe a fall premiere, but still, that's a long time
Do
to
a
wait.
bunch of promotion during Comic-Con?
You know, the episode Sunday is 80 minutes.
Oh, that's good.
It's the longest.
I'm glad.
It's the
Runtime.
longest. You know what
Short
the
season,
second,
but long.
You know what the second longest episode was? This last one.
Was it?
Yeah.
I was going to get some old season.
Yeah.
Wait, was this one long?
Yeah. It was 72 minutes.
I hadn't noticed.
Yeah.
But
Oh, what
I
happens?
did think it was going to end like 4 times over. Like, the last shot would be dragon flying away. The last shot would be Jon Snow in the water. Or,
Just kept going.
No, I didn't.
Kinda.
I didn't bring up any. I didn't bring any topics, because I always bring topics, and I left that up to you guys.
You
You
stooge.
two today. But I wanted to. I'll put this picture up on Twitter.
You're completely naked in that.
Yeah, but do you know who this is?
Yeah, I do. That's awesome.
Katrina couldn't guess
had
who
no
it
idea.
was.
Where'd you dig that up from?
He posted it on Instagram.
Is that just him in his 20s, I guess? I don't know how old he is now.
I don't know, but it said it takes him only 5 months to grow that beard.
Oh, he's got good genes.
Yeah, that's
Good
insane.
genes.
I'm going to go ahead and I'll take a picture of it on my phone. I wonder if it'll let me save
Yeah.
it.
So basically, just to say it's Tormund Giantsbane.
It's Tormund Giantsbane.
Clean cut.
Clean cut. I'm putting it up on Twitter right now so you can see at Sly Comics just how crazy it is.
He looks just like a bro.
It's crazy how clean cut he is. But yeah, I don't have any topics today.
Well, you talk about the episode, so...
But then it's just Game of Thrones. Game of Thrones has been that way for weeks.
Yeah, dude.
And that's what the finale is going to be.
Did you not see it coming?
What?
The dragon? How early did you see it coming?
Okay,
let me
first
ask you
of
that.
all, Brian gets credit for that.
How early on?
He called it
He
before
called it
the
out.
episode.
Yeah.
He called it in the last podcast.
Yeah.
And you even said, you're like, oh, I never thought of that before.
What?
Yeah.
I said that?
Yeah,
Yes.
something along those lines.
When did I say that?
During the podcast.
During the podcast, Brian was like, is it possible for there to be a White Walker
Ice
dragon
dragon.
or ice dragon or something along those lines?
And I said I never thought of that before?
Yeah.
You were like,
none of us had thought about that.
Oh. Because I kept saying that about this episode. I don't remember that. But I was calling it like, oh, God, if she goes up there, her 2 smaller dragons are going to eat it. Because...
Well,
I've been saying for a long time that at
One's
least one
dying.
dragon was going to
Yeah.
die.
Yeah, I got the vibe from the whole outing that the whole thing seemed like a Night King trap. Otherwise, I couldn't figure out why a White Walker would just be walking with like 12 zombies, leading them to water. It looked like, I don't know.
There's got to be a big deal going on with killing one and all of the other ones dying around it.
Like the master.
Yeah, like a vampire type thing, where if you kill the vampire, the people that he made a vampire go away.
Yeah.
Because that was never hinted at before.
No,
I mean,
because they killed. This will be like the 4th White Walker killed on screen, at least, and you never seen a zombie die.
Well, were they talking about the difference between the Night King touching people versus the offspring touching people?
Yeah.
Yeah, when they showed him touch the baby in season 4, it turned into...
Because there's leads and there's non-leads.
But when in that big Hardhome episode, that was what it was called, right? The Battle at Hardhome?
Yeah.
John killed one of the it seemed like one of the White Walker leaders, didn't he? He was fighting somebody for a little while.
He killed a White Walker.
Yeah, and nobody dropped, and he seemed to be one of the guys with like the long white hair.
Yeah,
one of those guys
with the mail and everything.
Yeah, and nobody.
And then I didn't think about it, but at the end of the episode, the Night King was the one who resurrected everybody in that battle. So unless they kill the Night King, how many zombies could they actually drop from any single White Walker?
Which is what I think John was thinking when he was charging that way, is if he takes him out, then it's over.
He pulled a Jamie Lannister.
I wonder if the Night King's got 99% of the zombies, and the rest have
a small minuscule.
This is a world that hasn't seen zombies before, so you can't say zombie.
The whites.
Walker.
That sounds vaguely familiar.
Yeah, it's white.
Did you see the sword handle blink? This was a big thing online.
Yeah,
a big deal online. It has been debunked already. When he put Longclaw up on the ice, the eyes on the hilt of the sword snapped open.
Did it?
Yeah, and I haven't rewatched it, but you can rewatch it and see it.
What would that mean?
That's the theory. There's all kinds of theories, and the director of the episode came out and said, the light just reflected off of it weird. That was not intentional. That's not anything that was meant to be. It's just that the light hit it the right way, and that's what happened.
What do people theorize? Do you read anything?
Bran warged into the sword. I've heard that one.
I didn't read
it. It's like a pommel made of ivory. So like,
there's also a theory that there is a soul trapped in the sword, and it's from one of the previous owners of the sword, and it's awakening.
See, Valyrian steel, that might excite me a little bit, but the pommel was recarved, like, it's like, even that's not the original.
Eyes. The top of it was sanded down to look like a wolf instead of a bear. I don't think they redid the eyes.
So you think they worked around the eyes?
Probably. I think that's a lot of...
That's stretching it.
No,
that's a stretch.
Did you think that Jorah and Jon weren't just talking about the sword, they were talking about Daenerys as well?
No.
You didn't get that feeling?
Well, read me back what you think some of the lines were.
Some of the lines were like, it wasn't
you.
meant for me, it belongs to you, the sword was given to you, and there was like a lot of this.
You take it too far, Robert.
That wasn't...
overly sexualized.
That's a lot of people.
I didn't come up with that theory, I read it online.
That's fine.
And then I'm like,
I think about it all.
There are a lot of the same parallels, because obviously at this point, not that they fully went in, but obviously there's something going on between Daenerys and Jon.
Obviously. Is Jorah cool with it now? Is he finally down to let somebody else love her?
I think so. While we were watching the episode, as soon as the dragon died, we were debating on whether she was going to hold it against him or not. Because if she wouldn't have gone to rescue him,
she was going to guilt trip Jon Snow?
Yeah, but as soon as he woke up, you knew she wasn't going to...
I was kind of worried about when she flew away. Well, like, if she was going to act more devastated that Jon Snow died or her dragon died. But you got a little bit of both.
Yeah.
But mostly at the end, dragon, because Jon Snow...
Her also telling him that she can't have children.
Yeah.
Like, over and over and over again. Which means she's going to be pregnant by the end of this
That's going to be like the ending climax is, I'm pregnant.
There's rumors swirling around that Rhaegar Targaryen is going to be in the next episode.
Which should be exciting.
Flashback.
Yeah.
And Liliana.
Okay. And secret wedding vows are being said.
And it has
even if it's just for a quarter second, I think that's cool.
Well, what is it? The dragon, the dragon and the wolf.
Yeah, that's the title of the episode.
They said it's not alluding to Jon and Daenerys; that it's alluding towards
Rhaegar and Liliana.
Yeah,
that'd be cool. Bran needs to fucking tell somebody.
Yeah.
And for one, Jon Snow. I know he's headed down to King's Landing, but he hasn't seen Arya yet.
Nope.
Or Bran.
Nope.
And I want that reunion.
You know what's crazy is we've been doing the podcast for quite a while now, and we've had, like, we talked about Stannis and Jon meeting and all these. Like, next week you're gonna get Cersei, Jaime, Daenerys, Jon Snow all in the same place. Tyrion, like, everybody's gonna be in the same place.
There was only one. I seen that when the previews happened. I was like, oh man. There's one I was actually thinking about was if there's any good time for a Clegane Bowl, it should be coming up, right?
Well, he's heading to King's Landing.
Yeah, because he's only Beric and Tormund stayed behind, right?
Right.
Okay, so I'm like, I don't know if shit's going to go down. It looks like they're meeting in the Dragon Pit. That looks like, I don't know why, but from the previews it looked like they're in a ruins of some sort, so I assume a Dragon Pit.
Yeah. You think Tormund was going to bite it this episode?
God, for, like...
He looked panicked too.
Oh yeah, he
they
did.
want to tease the viewer a little bit, but he was going down quick underwater. Like,
well, I was like, "There's no way he's going down," and it kept going and going. I was like, "Oh shit, Norman's not gonna make it."
I just kept like nudging people, like, "He's gonna drown! He's gonna drown!"
She's caught up.
She's caught up.
So she's coming on Sunday too.
Yeah,
Okay.
she was unsure about it because I told her what we plan to do.
Yeah.
But I think she's in.
Okay. Cool.
But this was her first live episode.
Nice.
So she watched 6 seasons in like 8 weeks.
We talked about watching one every Sunday night until the next.
Starting?
Yeah, until
we'll
the
have
next
enough time.
the next season is on.
So much shit you forget.
Well, I'll drop a little hint on here since we're talking about it. We are gonna film. We are gonna do a podcast in the final episode, and I'm gonna leave the mics running. I could say mics, and everybody could think we have a professional setup.
Yeah.
I'm going to leave the mics running while we watch the episode, and then I'm going to cut it down to like a who's who of like fucking Batman action sequences. Like zing, bang, pow.
Yeah.
Like, I'm going to cut it down to all those in between our prologue and then afterwards. So that'll be kind of cool.
Yeah.
Because
you had gas.
Well, there would have been a lot if we would have recorded our reactions for this episode because
That means
we were all yelling.
I just can't yell as much as I want.
Yeah, you can. That's what I want.
Run, bitch, run!
Because, I mean, like, you've seen everybody's big complaint this week, or where the fuck did the White Walkers get chains?
I did not go online to read anything. So
a lot of people are pissed off. They're like, where the hell did they get chains?
They're really upset about a world where there's dragons and, things.
Why couldn't the White Walkers find...
Where did they get the chains from?
The Wildlings did not have it? I don't know, Stannis' ships? I have no idea.
I saw a lot of people complaining. They're like, the White Walkers wouldn't go in the water before. And I was like, yeah, because it's deep and they're not going to get to the other side. I mean, they can still go in the water. It's not like they don't have to breathe.
Wrecked ships. It could be that Thens had chains. I have no idea.
A lot of people were pissed.
Yeah.
I don't see, like, they're not wild animals. They know how to... They can create shit if they wanted,
There was
right?
a lot of people bitching about this episode online.
Okay, so I'm not informed about any of that. Anything else?
It's just how fast what's-his-face ran.
Oh, Gentry.
That was a weird...
It was the GOT Olympics. That was the thing on Twitter for the javelin.
It's just, you show me the best show ever, and you're going to be able to see people complaining about it.
I would complain, again, not the fact... He didn't run back to Castle Black, which I thought was weird. Is that what people complain about? That he ran... Castle Black, compared to Eastwatch, should be a couple thousand miles or 100 miles.
It is what it is.
I'm not mad at that because the show does that, but the fact all of a sudden they just said, Gendry, you're the fastest, go. Has anybody ever seen Gendry run? Is that just a way to get him out of the fight?
Probably. What do you think about the scenes with Sansa and Arya?
I'm so afraid that Sansa's going to ruin the show. Like, even Arya's being scary. I love her.
Sansa's the weakest storyline right now.
I wish... excuse me for saying... I wish that she would die. If any character had to die in the show...
I've been saying that since the first season.
Because she's just going to make trouble for everybody, it seems like.
Have you read any of the original pitch George R.R. Martin had for Game of Thrones?
It was aliens too, wasn't it?
No.
He wasn't going that route, but...
It was, he said that it revolved around lots of characters, but there'd be 5 main characters at the end who were still around. And it was Daenerys the Dragon Queen.
And 4 Starks?
Tyrion the imp or dwarf or whatever. I can't remember the exact wording. Jon the Bastard. And I think it was Arya and Sansa. So, there's
Bye-bye Bran.
Bye-bye Bran, bye-bye... Maybe it was
Cersei.
Bran. I can't remember the last 2, but I remember those 3. But there was no Jaime or maybe it was Cersei. Now I kind of want to look and see what it was. You guys chit-chat.
The show's allowed to do whatever it wants now. I watched the behind the scenes a little bit. So I didn't see any reviews or complaints, but just like the Battle of the Loot Train, they had a 13-minute making of the battle. And then also, after the episode on In Demand, they talk about it. And I don't know, the way they talk about it seems like before, because it was all written down, they talk about how they wanted to film George R. R. Martin's ideas. Now they're just talking about we had to think of some idea to put Jon in danger and make people think he was going to die. So we just came up with the idea of an isolate.
Well, they're in the Wild West. They have no basis of where to go.
So it seemed like they were just giving away all the tricks, but they derived like the story around an action sequence. So, and I'm like, that's kind of, I'd rather be the other way around. Like this action serves the story, but I can't complain because it looked
great.
badass.
Yeah.
It was a little cliche. The zombies couldn't go into the water. Sorry, the whites.
What the fuck is
The hound doing? Throwing fucking rocks.
As soon as you saw him throwing them, you knew it was going to happen.
Yeah.
Dipshit.
Yeah, I was just like, ugh.
But when it did hit the one zombie's jaw,
cool.
That was a laugh out loud moment for me.
Well, just Tormund and the Hound talking the entire episode, that was great. I'd watch an hour
Oh god,
of
talking
that.
about Brienne.
Yeah, you
That
do
tall
know her.
bitch.
Okay, here it is.
She'd likely stab you. Oh, you do know her.
It's the 5 key players are Tyrion Lannister, Daenerys Targaryen, and the 3 children of Winterfell: Arya, Bran, and Jon Snow. So no Sansa. That's
Good for me.
That's the original pitch. Things could have changed since then.
My point was the showrunners do whatever they want now. They derive the story based on what they want.
Yeah.
Well, because Arya's not going to be running Winterfell. She doesn't want to.
No.
That's not her life.
No.
So it's going to be Bran? He's not going to do it.
No, he's somebody else.
No.
It's going to be Sansa.
That's...
Well, who's going to run Winterfell? Because Jon's not going to be. He's going to be in King's Landing with Daenerys.
If he's a Targaryen.
Stargaryen. We already said that.
You know, although, who said the Sansa became good at being a leader? So, I mean, if Sansa takes over and just stays out of...
She just knows her place and stays...
If she don't fuck with Arya or Bran, then fine.
She's going to marry Littlefinger and they're going to rule Winterfell?
He's going to die.
He's going to die.
Not this season.
No, not this season.
No, but he's going to die.
Who's going to die this next episode? Somebody's got to die, right?
Probably Grey Worm.
Oh, they showed a lot of him in the episode. They're not going to let him and Missandei be happy?
No.
Missandei's going to have to be miserable.
I hope it's the Mountain.
You hope the Mountain... Oh.
I want him to take off his helmet and have a Clegane Bowl.
But the thing is does he remember who he is?
No.
If he doesn't remember who he is, then it loses kind of its...
I hope he has some semblance of humanity.
No.
You know, if Qyburn said some shit about the Mountain, was like... I know, he said, talked some smack in front of him, the Mountain gave him a look like... I don't know. He's not a complete zombie.
Okay.
He's just a mute.
A mute.
You think
completely loyal.
We're never gonna... Are we ever gonna see the Sand Snakes again? Do we just talk about that? They're just gone?
No. Well,
I hope they don't ever show him again.
All that's left is Sand. She's the only one.
Well, the ones... I mean, are they gonna show her daughter dead and...
Are they ever pull her out and say, okay, go back to Dorne?
Go back to Dorne. No, they're not gonna let her go back anywhere.
I hope that plot line
is over.
That's dead. Yeah. Unless it would be cool to see Dornish troops come up and fight.
Well, Highgarden's done. That's over.
Yeah. What is Cersei's smartass remark be against Tyrion?
Oh, you're still alive.
At least now she shouldn't hate him as much because
she doesn't believe him though. Yeah.
She believed Jaime that Joffrey was not killed by Tyrion because he explained that Olenna.
You think
did
she
it.
believed him?
She's like
it's 50-50.
Her face changed and she's like, I knew I should have tortured her to death. Why didn't you fucking let me? Yeah. She always hated Tyrion.
Well,
anyway.
It doesn't matter. Tyrion still killed her dad.
Yes, but I think there may be a little tiny bit more civility because she loves her children.
She's not civil towards anybody.
Yeah, she sucks. She's out for just
herself,
destruction and herself.
I hope Euron betrays her at some point in time. Maybe not this season. Whatever.
No, Jaime's gonna kill her.
We only got one more.
Yeah. Do you think Euron's gonna be on the show this season? Again.
I don't think he'll be in. No. Well, unless he's just standing with her there, like as an ally. You know, you could see that. But, yeah. I mean, because Daenerys is going to have at least one Dothraki person with her.
So, did they show Theon in the trailer?
I don't know.
Is he going to get his comeuppance this season? Or not? Because if he doesn't die rescuing his sister or fighting Euron, it's a wasted plot thread.
And he's been around for he's been around since the beginning. So
he needs to finally grow some balls. Not really.
Does he have balls?
No.
Are you sure?
I don't know if they cut off the root or the stem.
Well, they cut off his wiener.
The root and stem.
You still have balls.
You want him to show it, don't you?
Yeah. I want to see it, just like Grey Worm.
Equal opportunity.
And throw Varys in there as well.
Oh, man.
Unix City.
Well, do you guys want to talk about Defenders?
Sure.
Or are you done with Game of Thrones? There's a lot of stuff, but we've talked Game of Thrones every episode.
Uncle Benjen, I wish, I see the point. I wish they had more than fucking 12 seconds to talk.
Anytime he shows up on the screen.
Why don't you just arm an army with the weapon that he had?
The little magic
swinging flame thing, lighting people on fire.
Yeah. That'd be cool, but
Although, like, if you had 1,000 archers on top of the wall with flaming arrows, I mean, you're going to take a huge chunk of White Walkers then.
Yeah. Maybe not White Walkers. They would, I think flame would disperse.
Okay, well then if you get it down to just the White Walkers.
In my head, I assume that's why the White Walkers didn't attack the wall yet. Is for one, magic preventing it, but what's to stop the wall from standing now against Dragonfire?
Nothing.
Well, do you think he's going to breathe fire?
Or it's going to be ice.
You think he turned into an ice dragon just because he became a white?
I don't know.
Who knows?
I know there are different types of dragon in the universe. I know Melisandre kept talking about resurrecting like a stone dragon or something. But it'd be interesting. If it breathes ice, I guess they could still bring down the wall. I don't know. But I'm guessing it's going to breathe fire. My guess. Okay. Just with blue eyes.
It would be cool to see the opposite of the dragon flame turning people to ash. Like if because there's cold and then there's like overly cold.
Yeah, like
and it freezes
to where it freezes them and they fall over and it breaks. You know,
that would actually be cool on screen.
Yeah.
We'll see.
It's this Sunday.
Yeah. Whether or not it'll probably just be. It's going to end on a big cliffhanger.
Yeah, I'm sure.
And we're going to have to wait 2 years.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of any other little small parts that Arya gave Silence of the Knife. Why? I don't know.
Not to compare shows, because obviously Game of Thrones is much better than Walking Dead. But Walking Dead didn't leave you with a cliffhanger this year. It was nice.
No, yeah, it was clean break.
Yeah, it was a clean ending, and it was like, yeah. Because almost everything ends on a cliffhanger.
We can talk about the bear.
Yeah,
pretty cool.
Bear.
Yeah. Right in the books, like when the Night's Watch fought some whites, there was a bear in the mix, and it was pretty cool looking.
I couldn't tell what it was at first, because when you first saw the flash of it, it looked like a cat almost, like the head, because it had big fangs.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was like, all right, it's a bear, but I wasn't thinking polar bear. And then I was like, oh yeah, I'm assuming it would be a polar bear.
Mm-hmm. I like the fact that not Beric, Thoros of Myr, like I figured they were going to kill off somebody, and he would have been my first choice to die off. But they didn't kill him immediately. The fact that they made him like a badass and then get cauterized and just freeze to death later. And all the interactions on the road trip, like there's like 6 different conversations about people talking about, it's like, Thoros of Myr has been talked about for like 5 different times as being the first one through the breach at Pike with a flaming sword.
Uh-huh.
And this time he actually said himself, I was just drunk, I don't remember it.
George saying he thought he was the bravest man he'd ever seen.
Yeah. That was cool, and I can't remember the other...
Well, the Hound and Tormund still had their...
banter.
Yeah,
and
kept going.
Beric talking to Jon Snow about dying.
Yeah.
And what's good and what they should... Yeah, that's sick.
Yeah.
Just all that banter is better. Well, the fighting was legit, too, though.
Yeah, it was all good. But when Jon gets to the edge of the rock on the backside, you see on his face that he's just like...
It's over.
It's over.
Yeah.
Like, it was the same look when he was getting buried last year.
In Battle of Bastards.
And he just kept saying, Dragon, come on, come on.
It was tense.
Yeah.
Like, it really was tense.
Everybody was fanning over her fancy coat.
Yeah.
That was another...
She wore her snow outfit.
Except that dragon head thing. She needs to break one of those off now, because it had 3 dragon heads on it.
Yeah.
There's still 3 dragons.
That's just a
just
sigil.
because one of them's not in her possession anymore.
So the Night King can basically throw a spear at like 400 miles an hour.
Javelin, man.
I assume that...
He has the strength of 100 men.
The White Walkers are pretty strong. They've thrown men around before. Who's to say he's not Omega strong? Like,
Do we know what that guy looks like without the makeup?
No idea.
I'm curious.
I assume he looked like the actor who they show in the flashback getting stabbed with the obsidian, the first White Walker.
Mm-hmm.
With the children.
But if it's not that guy, I don't know. I told BB this. I was watching the show now. Slight disappointment in the show.
Vladimir Furtick.
Whenever they show the Night King now, for the last 2 seasons, he's getting progressively less scary to me. And for one, he shows no emotion.
It's Joe Chill, isn't it?
Yeah.
From
Batman.
Yeah, from Batman.
Remember the first time you saw him when he touched the baby, and you see the baby's like basically point of view, and
never mind. That was the first few appearances. Now it's
somebody else
by a stunt actor.
Oh.
Okay. When the Night King first touched the baby, and you see the baby's point of view, they looked up and he's like smiling, and he looks like Darth Maul, kind of. he looked really creepy as fuck. And then that was like probably the creepiest he looked. And then ever since then, he's getting less and less creepy.
It's just straight faced.
Yeah, the only time he was more creepy was when he's resurrecting guys. So he's making a face, kind of. But now he's fucking. He hasn't made a facial twitch at all.
Yes.
I want to see him smile and have like fangs and like. I was kind of hoping when the dragon went down that he would smile at Jon Snow and done like. Fuck
I don't
you.
want to see any smiles. I like the emotionless.
Yeah.
Well, he smiled when he touched the baby.
Yeah.
And
Maybe he likes babies.
That's basically his
Castor's
offspring.
baby.
Craster.
Okay.
Defenders.
Defenders.
We talked Game of Thrones. I mean, we only have one more week to talk Game of Thrones for a while. But, so, Defenders. And then we have Walking Dead coming back in October.
We'll just slow down there.
Rick and Morty's on right now.
I'm not watching Rick and Morty.
God, it's so good. It's easily jumped up into one of my top 10 shows on TV ever.
Really? Top
Yeah.
10?
Yeah. I put it
He's
above,
not joking.
I put it above Futurama, which was listed as my favorite cartoon.
Wow.
Like, I like it a lot. And I've watched it.
Futurama had like 10 seasons?
Yeah.
And after 2, you've already changed your...
It's so good. I love Futurama. That'd be my number 2, but it is so
It's just the
good.
content.
Yeah, it's unbelievably good.
Is the Defenders as good?
No. Somebody put... I don't want to go down the road. So what do you think of Defenders so far?
It's not... I've watched 3 episodes.
Okay. I've watched 2 more than you.
So far, it's not my favorite Marvel Netflix show.
Okay.
I feel like the action is a little bit leaning on the Iron Fist side.
Really?
Oh, I
felt
that
some-
feeling
completely
at
I
all.
felt
disagree.
some punches pulled. So, can we agree that Daredevil has the best action of...
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Agreed.
There was some punches like... I know. So, the hallway fight... Well, not this year's hallway fight.
The one
but
that you were
office
wrong
fight.
about?
Yeah.
Jessica Jones looked like a punch got pulled, and some of it was slightly weak. Anytime Iron Fist fights, to be honest, too. Like
We both said the complete opposite. I was like, he looks so much better
He looks
in
so
this.
much better.
Oh.
He's
Like, I
not
feel like
clunky.
watching Iron Fist, he
when
didn't have enough training.
He punched Elektra's sword. I was like, it didn't look...
Oh, I thought that was awesome.
It didn't look strong. I don't know. It just looked like she went bouncing away. Yeah.
What is
That's
wrong
so
with him?
weird.
Yeah.
So that's what I came out feeling. And also, like, for one, the Daredevil had the cinematography of it being one long choreographed
Yeah.
fight sequence. This one is broken up just a normal way.
Yeah, but for me, that's like looking for things to complain instead of enjoying it for what it is.
I'm just comparing it to the other season, so
Yeah, but I mean,
It's shot way better than Iron Fist was.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I think Iron Fist is still the weakest.
I agree.
This is better than everything but Daredevil.
I'd have to watch the whole thing, but I would put Daredevil season 1 and 2
Yeah.
still ahead of all the others,
Me too.
Agreed.
including this.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's what you said?
Yeah.
Yes.
I said this is better than everything but Daredevil.
Season 1 and 2.
Yeah. Daredevil
Yes.
in its entirety. It's better
Okay.
than everything but...
Totality.
Yes, it's better than everything but Daredevil.
And I have to
And
wait to
'cause-
see how it goes, but Jessica Jones got good by the end. I would put Jessica Jones above...
Jessica Jones
Luke
was
Cage.
enjoyable, but I'm agreeing with you 100%.
I have to wait and see how Defenders...
But the thing
Shakes
is
The fighting.
Jessica
quality.
Jones wasn't good because of Jessica Jones. She's great. I like Kristen Ritter in it, and she's a good character. But Jessica Jones was good because of Kilgrave.
Yes.
Yeah.
David Tennant made that entire show.
Do you think... what's her name? I can't think of it.
Her Trish.
Ripley.
I'm indifferent.
Alexandria.
Oh,
Sigourney
sorry, I
Weaver?
didn't think of her real name.
I'm
yeah.
indifferent towards her character.
So she not... Is there no good villain yet?
I like that Sticks in it.
Yeah.
The Japanese guy's pretty
The
weird.
Japanese guy's good.
Do I know a Japanese guy?
No.
Okay.
But collectively, I think it's just getting there. I really liked the episode. It got off kind of slow, but like I like the team-ups
With Iron Fist.
with
and
Iron
Luke
Fist and
Cage.
Luke Cage when Luke Cage is trying to take all the bullets and Iron Fist is hiding behind him.
Yeah.
Those-
I have no problem with that.
Those sequences were really good.
I have no problem how they all meet, because they're all following the same clues and leading basically
that was
to the
really
same
good.
place.
Spot, yeah.
That was really good.
I thought that worked out as well as it could have.
I like how the filming is shot in the origin of what it comes from. So when they're with Daredevil, it's shot like how it's in Daredevil.
Yeah. There's different visual styles. like when they were all coming together. Like when Luke Cage is going through Harlem,
it's all soft tones.
It's softer tones. It's a little brighter.
Mm-hmm.
It's you have the music that goes along with his show, and then with Daredevil, it's grittier, and each one has its own visual style. So it's pretty cool that they're putting it all together that way.
In one show.
Yeah.
No, I like it a lot. I feel like it got started a little slow, but it's really picked up very well to where I would say it's better than everything but Daredevil. But I put Daredevil as my favorite show those years it came out, so
Yeah.
I enjoyed those a lot.
And they have the Punisher teaser.
I haven't watched it yet. Oh yeah, I did. That comes out in November, I believe.
He has his own show?
Yeah.
Yes.
Good.
Yeah. He was really good.
Yeah, it's fine.
The fight in the jail cell was
Yeah,
one of the best
that was
fights in
legit.
the... That might be the best fight. Not in the hallway, the first hallway scene, just because it catches you so off guard. Yeah. But I'm liking it a lot. We'll see how it ends. Because I really liked the first part of Luke Cage until Coppermouth?
Cottonmouth. He died.
Copperhead.
Rattlesnake.
Till he got killed off?
Yeah, until he called it. Because he was a really good villain.
Right.
I liked him a lot. But once he died, it kind of fell apart. And then...
Iron Fist was just
Iron
garbage.
Fist never caught his footing other than when Meacham was in it.
Yes.
Was Meacham's son... Was he in the show at all yet?
No.
They referenced him.
And they say he's on business.
Yeah.
I'm like, is that the way of not casting him?
Yeah.
Well, it's also them keeping storylines separate. Like the guy who ran off at the end of Jessica Jones, you haven't seen him either.
Yeah.
The super soldier guy.
Yeah,
Okay, the cops.
Yeah. So they're trying to keep things separate so they have
Right.
other
I didn't think
material.
they'd bring back the crackhead, but I forgot all about him. Some of the shows, it's been a little while, to be honest.
He looks way better. Like
Yeah, he's not all cracked out.
He's not all drugged out. But I'm enjoying it so far. We have 3 episodes left, so we'll probably finish it this week. And then got to finish Rick and Morty for the second time through.
You think it's going to close out, like,
Pickle Rick?
all storylines for The Hand?
No.
No.
You think it's Madame Gau's will escape or something?
Somebody's going to escape, yeah.
And it's going to be the villain for as long as these shows go?
Well, Fisk is still out there, so
Yeah, Fisk is still out there. I
they're
think
gonna have somebody.
He was such a minor guy. If he was working and Gao was ahead of him, and now Alexandria is higher than him.
I don't think... I definitely don't think Sigourney Weaver's making it to
No.
the thing.
No, I doubt it.
Uh,
Have they hinted more of her origin? Because you've
No.
got 2 things saying she's old as fuck.
yeah.
Well, they're all old as fuck.
Who are
That's
you
the
talking
point.
Uh,
All those people.
The Hand in general?
Yeah.
Not all like little people, but like all the leaders.
Okay.
They call them the fingers.
Yeah. The fingers of
Do
the
they
hand.
actually call him that?
Yeah.
Oy. Oy
Yeah.
vey.
You didn't catch that?
He hasn't watched that
I don't know if I've heard it yet.
He's only watched the first 3 episodes. They reference the fingers.
So they got the middle finger,
Yeah.
little finger.
Little finger, pinky finger, ring finger.
Is she index?
Yeah. She's the pointer finger. No, she's the thumb. You can't use your whole... Is the thumb a finger?
So
No, it's not.
No,
is
it's
it
a
covered in the show? Like first time she's introduced, she's dying.
Yeah.
She accelerated plans, but then I forget like
We haven't gotten back to it.
what happened in Daredevil 2, but that they resurrect people, or
The pot, the clay pot.
was that introduced in Iron Fist?
Iron Fist was they were talking about bringing back like Meacham and stuff, but Elektra was completely different. They put her in like that pot and
Yeah, but
buried her
is
like a pig.
Sigourney Weaver really worried about dying? Was this death be last death?
They
we
can.
thinking?
They can die.
Well, no, that's what I'm saying. But if they can just bring anybody back, why would she be worried about dying?
Yeah. So is this like her final hurrah?
Maybe.
Is she really,
Maybe they
really,
have
really
to make it back to the homeland in order to be resurrected.
Oh,
to Kung Lao?
yeah. Kung
Oh.
Lung?
Kung Lung.
Kung Lung?
Yeah. And have they talked about the wall at all more? From what you, man, we've gotten to the wall.
Not really.
We need the key. The key is Iron Fist. I'm not a Danny Rand fan. When he walks up to a boardroom and says, "I know everything about your company,
Yeah.
and I'm going to stop you," and they pull out a gun, it's like, well, I'm fucked.
Yeah, he's kind of
It's like,
he's kind of rough to take seriously.
He's better than his own.
He is.
show.
He's better in this one than he was in his own
Works
show.
better as a supporting character to them.
Yes, and the relationship between
'Cause-
like him and
'cause
Luke Cage is really good.
That's fine. But I'm a fan. Like I like Luke Cage,
yeah,
and I like Kristen Ritter. Just her being just a dick to everybody,
and a drunk.
An alcoholic.
and then Daredevil because he's a nice guy. But just anytime Danny
Do you think
Rand's on
Daredevil's
there,
a nice guy.
To
the pro bono people that he represents.
Yeah, he helps little kids in wheelchairs. Like, he punches people out. But, like, in everyday life...
Yeah, but to, like, the people he cares about most, he's, like, an asshole.
That's true.
He's not an asshole to Foggy in them.
Yeah,
Like,
he is.
I mean, he pushes them out of his life so they don't get hurt, but...
Yeah, he brought that on to them to begin with.
All heroes do that to their friends and family.
Yeah, I don't know. And he kind of treats them poorly.
You gotta come with me now. We gotta go.
Like, actions or, like, words?
Both.
Yes.
He seems like the nicest person.
I'd say Luke Cage is probably the nicest person out of anybody. Like, he seems to actually care more. Where in both parts of his life, where I don't know, Matt Murdock is kind of just seems like he's out for himself sometimes. As a lawyer, yeah, he's trying to help everybody.
He has an addiction at saving people. Is that a problem, Robert?
I don't know. It looked like he beat up somebody that was trying to shoot a thief in this.
You don't shoot a thief with a shotgun.
I don't know. Maybe they had a gun.
Armed robbery?
Yeah.
He's trying to save lives.
Counteraction?
Any way he can.
Nah, I don't know. All right. What do you guys got?
Who wants to go first?
Chlamydia?
No.
No.
Definitely not. No thanks.
Oh.
No, I'd asked you, had you seen the Joker standalone news?
No, I haven't seen the Joker standalone news.
I'm assuming
I saw
you
that they're
don't
making a
read,
Joker
so-
standalone movie.
He stood alone?
No, they picked out the director and the producer for the movie.
Oh, let me guess. Is it
David Fincher.
No.
Matt Damon?
No.
Ben Affleck.
No.
George Clooney?
No. Director Todd Phillips.
Really? I like Todd Phillips.
Producer is Martin Scorsese.
Really?
What's the last thing Todd Phillips directed? It wasn't Hangover 3, was it?
No.
He did War Dogs.
Yes, he did.
But he did something else, and I was like, that's a Todd Phillips movie? We'll look it up real quick.
I thought that was a very interesting pick for a Joker movie.
Well, he's a comedian.
Yeah, but Scorsese is not.
Old school. No,
so
he's
is it
not.
going to
That's
be
a good
gangster style?
That's a good team up. Oh, it really was Hangover 3 and then War Dogs. Road Trip, Old School, Starsky and Hutch, School for Scoundrels, Hangover, Due Date, Hangover 2, 3, and then War Dogs. You know, I was thinking Adam McKay. Adam McKay directed a bunch of things, and then he directed The Big Short.
Okay.
See, I don't know a lot of directors, but when I saw that, I was like, I know who that is.
Adam McKay directed, like, Talladega Nights and stuff.
Yeah.
And then he directed The Big Short, which I was like, wow, that's a kind of...
That's a step up in tone and quality.
That's interesting.
Have you guys, I wasn't going to bring this up, but seen a trailer for, I think it was Suburbicon? Matt Damon film, and it looked interesting. It just set, like, in the 50s, and Julianne Moore's in it. But at the end, I was like, kind of like, this looks like a good movie. And I wanted to see who directed it because it didn't pop up. So directed by George Clooney. I had to read the fine print. Written or produced by Joel and Cohen. I'm like, oh fuck, I'm watching that shit.
Nice.
Interesting.
Anytime you get excited by a director, I'm assuming it's Trachtenberg or whatever his name is.
I don't know if he's making anything.
Going to the board.
I really liked Cloverfield Lane.
Yeah,
that was a good movie.
It was cool.
It was different, and I'm assuming they're going to keep going with those, right?
I think
if it's a cash cow,
if they make any other Cloverfield movies, it'll be each one like a standalone.
Well, it was. I mean, the end was her driving towards
the center, wherever they were.
If they make a direct sequel, I would be surprised. At least right now.
You never know.
If they have crossover characters, one thing, but a direct sequel.
Well, I could see them doing wherever she was going, picking up a story there.
He directed one episode of Black Mirror. Was it the episode you really liked?
No, it was one I thought it was cool. It had video game elements.
He doesn't have any other things on his plate.
Maybe in the works.
Or maybe he's writing something, you never know.
One thing I was going to bring up now, they have a release date for Super Troopers 2.
4/20/2018?
Yeah.
I saw that.
You read the plot synopsis?
No, I didn't.
Oh, I'd butcher it if I didn't say it. It's, as it stands by itself, it's not like comedy gold, but it's just...
I don't care.
Yeah,
Why would it need to be?
Just to know. I'm just saying.
Well, the first one was.
Don't get too excited.
He's totally excited.
I'm totally
what are you
excited.
talking
I couldn't
about?
be more excited.
That's
but for me, any broken lizard movie, I'm gonna go see.
We bought Slim and Salmon.
Everybody's favorite law enforcement team is back by popular demand. with. Sorry, I thought I was reading the plot. That was the tweet. So hold on.
Failure.
Yeah. Oh, unless there's further in the tweet. Oh, it is. They're back, blah, 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 blah. When an international border dispute arises between the U.S. and Canada, the Super Troopers, Mac, Thorny, Foster, Rabbit, and Farva, are called in to set up a new highway patrol station in the disputed area. Unconventional police work follows, and the result is Super Troopers 2.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah, me too.
Have you looked at the cast at all?
Besides them?
I have it up.
No.
Rob Lowe.
Oh, God.
I don't know who that is.
He's Rob Lowe? He's pretty famous.
No, Linda Carter. She was in the first one, huh? Wasn't she Was she the governor?
Yeah.
Yeah. Brian Cox. I'm looking.
Brian Cox is back?
The guy that's in How I Met Your Mother. That's the bouncer.
Nice.
The regular guys. I want to know if the girl that was the main character in Slam and Sam and the girl from How I Met Your Mother. Colby Smulders. Maria Hill.
Is she in it?
Well, she's Canadian, so as soon as you said that, and she's already been in, I'm like, I wonder if she'll be in it.
She's kind of busy.
Yeah.
I think she's doing like plays right now. And they're going to start filming season 2 of Friends from College.
Yeah, they had do a lot to get Super Troopers 2 off the ground, so I don't know.
Crowdfunding. Yeah, nobody good other than Rob Lowe.
Is Super Troopers your guys' favorite?
Hers is Club Dread.
I like Club Dread.
More than Super.
Yeah.
I think Super Troopers will stand the test of time. Like, I don't think 2 will knock it down for me, but I go 2 then Beer Fest.
Slam and Salmon's my least favorite by far. Even though Michael Clark Duncan is hilarious in that.
It's funny. They're all dead. But like Bill Paxton and Michael Clark Duncan stole the show.
Oh my God.
On each of their respective movies.
Yeah.
But Beer Fest and Hot Fuzz are interchangeable to me. I like them both a lot. But they're like...
How did freaking old what's-her-name from Beer Fest, or both of them, who are the old people that's, let me warm that sausage for you.
Cloris Leachman?
Leachman and then, the grandpa. They both outlived Bill Paxton and...
And the other guy died.
Michael Clark Duncan.
No, the guy that was the priest in Beer Fest. You shit in the only apple pie that could shit back.
And the
in
security
Hot Fuzz,
guard.
he was the security guard.
Hot Fuzz.
Hot Fuzz. I was listening to Edgar Wright on a podcast.
You said that twice already.
That guy died, the one who was Django shot first. I like the way you died.
Yeah, I thought he died.
I'm not so sure. His name,
I don't know. I wouldn't know.
He's not Powers Booth.
No, I understand he's not. I'm looking.
But the villain from the other cop from Super Troopers died.
Yeah.
So that's another one. Everybody's dying.
Well, not really. Jerry Lewis lived in 91.
Yeah.
That was a recent death.
All he wanted to do was see the eclipse, I heard.
I keep saying Hot Fuzz and I meant to say Club Dread.
I know.
Like I said, I was listening to
Edgar Wright.
Hot Dread.
Edgar Wright today. You guys can't keep a conversation going out without me for like 2 fucking seconds. Yeah, but you can keep talking. Really? Then I'll fucking walk over to the other end of the room whenever I'm looking anything up now.
Robert's in the corner.
I would put... I don't know. I might put Slam and Salmon above Club Dread.
Why?
I like Salmon. Michael Clark Duncan, I think, did it for me.
He'd be the only one because that didn't even get a theatrical release.
No, it didn't. It didn't deserve one.
I'm not saying Club Dread's a bad movie. They both made me laugh a lot. So they're both about the same for me. Super Troopers stands a whole head above everything else.
That's understandable. Personal preferences. It's okay. I'm allowed to like a different one.
I guess he's not dead. I thought he was dead.
Oh, you think it's
And I wasn't mistaking him for Powers Booth. I guess you could, but
MC McGaney or something. MC Gainey?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought he was dead. Well, I'm glad he's not.
He's still alive.
Yeah.
And kicking. Not like Jerry Lewis.
No.
Somebody else died recently.
Yeah?
I don't know.
I didn't see it anywhere.
That's all you had?
Usually you text me, but I haven't got any texts in a while.
That's all you had with Super Troopers 2?
No, I had some other...
That's all Katrina had was Joker?
No, that's not. I have other stuff. So,
Curb Your Enthusiasm, Season 9.
I never finished watching it.
No, we didn't.
I don't think it matters, continuity-wise. But the fact... I don't know... Because you watch it when it was actually on TV, kind of.
Yeah.
I watched it in like 2013 after everything had been out.
Died down.
But the fact that it's been 4 years since even I've watched it,
Yeah.
and finally they're coming with another season, I'm excited.
He's so funny, and he looks exactly the same.
I was rewatching some clips of some of the episodes, and I'm like, I remember that shit was fucking hysterical. He has a good, like, integrating, like, a running gag throughout an episode, like a setup, a reminder, and then a payoff by the end.
Well, that's how they film all their episodes. They don't have scripts.
Yeah, I heard they improv a bit. But
Like, it's got a main storyline, but they kind of just riff.
Yeah.
That's cool.
But just some of the, like, the gags are so funny.
The one where he had the pubic hair stuck in his throat?
Oh, God.
He's like,
I always think to the one where Ted Danson donates to the same place, like some wing of something. Larry David donates another wing, but Ted Danson puts his name anonymous. But everybody knows it's Ted Danson, so Larry David gets pissed off. And there's a whole subplot where Larry's friend jerked off at his house and got a cum stain somewhere. And so the mean wife of that guy thought Larry did the same thing.
mm-hmm.
And Larry denied it adamantly. She's like, so what? Some anonymous person just came to my house and jerked off? And then Cheryl, Larry's wife, walks in the scene. And she was like, Larry, who's anonymous, huh, Larry? Who's fucking anonymous? Oh, I know who anonymous is. Who? It's Ted Danson. Ted Danson? Yeah. How do you know? He told me. That's what he likes to do.
I like that. I like the look he gives people when he's
discerning if they're lying or not. He's trying to get it out of them. And the music cue.
I wonder if Richard Lewis is going to be in it.
I'm sure.
I hope. I can't think of
Jeff Green. Or Jeff.
Trying to think of the guy who's the black guy who was with the last like 3 seasons. His name's Leon in the show, but I should know his real name. I hope he's in it. There should be at least like 5 characters that. Even like Rosie O'Donnell's in a half dozen episodes.
I didn't see those.
I
didn't see the last couple seasons.
Yeah.
They had like a running animosity on the show. Kind of like, not Trump, Rosie O'Donnell, but more. She always kicked his ass by the end of like every episode. It seemed like she was.
Did you say Rosie O'Donnell?
Yes.
Why did I think Roseanne when he said that?
What is your deal today?
I don't know. I'm off today, man. It was a hit in the eye.
And hopefully Ted Danson's in it. And his wife. Because they're reoccurring. They're in every...
Mary Steenburgen?
Maybe every season. I don't know.
Mary Steinberger?
There you go.
So, you didn't see the preview for?
Just a little one on HBO when we were watching.
Batman? Okay.
Yeah.
The Batman symbol.
Nah.
No, that's good. That's good. And it just shows that his comedy is still pretty good. Still relevant because, I mean, when was the last season on?
I'm guessing 2012.
So
I have no idea.
Maybe.
Yeah.
More like probably...
But it's cool he has an
2010.
open, like...
Invitation back?
Yeah, basically. Anytime we do another season, we'll put 50
We'll pay you money.
Yeah.
He's worth so much money. He doesn't need it.
Throw cash at you.
No. I think it's just something fun he could do and invite all his friends.
He'd probably get bored just doing nothing every day.
So what's up, Katrina? What do you got?
Oh, they announced that Stranger Things is only going to be 4 seasons long when they started writing the last season.
I am a fan of having an end date.
A definitive ending?
Yeah.
Until instead of just going until you get canceled?
Like, that's one end of the spectrum, the other one's Walking Dead. No offense.
No, that's okay.
Well, that's an ongoing long story.
But he also has a...
I don't have
2011 was season 8.
Well, he's trying
Curb
to...
Enthusiasm.
Yeah.
But they have an end game in sight for Walking
I
Dead.
no doubt Kirkman has an end game in sight.
But they're not going to stop until... He said he's going to write 1,000 issues of the book. He said he don't care if the show gets canceled.
That's funny.
Oh, I was going to talk to you about this. I was listening to Nerdist, and they had Trey Parker on.
Cool.
And it was really good. And he said... Trey Parker called it having the fishing poles in the car. He said, for them, since the beginning, if anybody told them they had to do it anyway but the way they wanted to, they'd just say, okay, we won't do it. And they haven't cared if it's got canceled forever. Like he was talking about with Paramount, they wanted to make it PG-13, and he said, no, we're going to make it R. And he said, no, you're going to make it PG-13. And so Trey Parker was like, we're just not going to do it. So they always gotten what they wanted because at any time they don't care if it gets canceled.
Yeah. Those guys could do whatever they like.
Well, that's from the beginning, even when they weren't making money. Like
that's awesome.
Yeah.
I don't think they anticipated making the little cartoon show was going to be their main thing they were known for. I think they probably thought that was a stepping stone to getting into writing or acting. Or
I heard a ton of interesting stuff this week. Like Kevin Conroy had never read any Batman stuff when he got cast as Batman, and now he's like the definitive voice of Batman.
When did he start doing it? Was it the animated show?
Yeah. I mean, he's been Batman for so long now.
I I've seen the animated show, but the only animated show I really watched was Batman Forever. Or
Batman Beyond.
Sorry.
That was a good show.
Yeah.
He was old Batman.
Was he? That's
Wasn't
funny.
he?
I didn't know that. I have no idea.
I'm assuming he was.
Because if that's the only animated show I watch, I wouldn't have put that voice to an old Batman.
That was a really good show, Batman Beyond.
Yeah, I remember liking it a lot. But then again, all those old shows I used to watch, I fucking love. So trying to nitpick now would be hard.
Kevin Conroy, Bruce Wayne.
Okay, that's sick.
The guy that was the older brother on Boy Meets World was Batman Beyond. Or,
He was the main character?
Yeah.
Okay.
Terry McGinnis.
Doesn't ring a bell.
Yeah.
Such a weird name.
I only remember so little about the show, but I remember one villain, like ninja with a super sharp samurai sword. Like it was like atomic thin or something.
I don't even remember
It
that.
could cut through anything. I just remember that.
I remember watching the show, but I don't remember any villains or anything.
I remember there's like always like clown gangs roaming around, like in the subway and stuff. I don't know if they fashioned themselves after the old Joker. I assumed he had been dead in the show. I don't remember.
I have no idea. Never saw it.
You never saw it?
Mm-mm.
You watched morning cartoons before school, or
No.
see? Every year it changed, but like Pokemon.
Well, I watched the X-Men
Pepperan,
cartoon forever, and then it
that.
ended, and the next day Pokemon was on. So, I was like, oh, okay.
Two of my favorite shows: The Legend of Tarzan, back when Tarzan was semi-popular. You know, the animated Disney, and Buzz Lightyear: Adventures of Star Command. It was just set in the fictional Buzz Lightyear universe, and Buzz Lightyear and three buddies. But I loved all those shows. I wish I owned them now.
You
I
can't
know
even
Twilight
buy
Zone.
the 90s Spider-Man cartoon like in its entirety.
Nobody puts it out.
Nobody puts it out. It sucks. It's my favorite cartoon.
Robert's
Yeah.
been looking for it forever.
Yeah.
That's funny. I wonder if it was probably the same exact thing.
All right, Katrina, what do you got?
Pokemon's still running, by the way.
I think so.
Like that.
They have like XY and they have some other
Yeah.
mystical thing going
So they
on.
still make new
Yeah.
episodes with Ash. You think? BB asked me the other day. I'm like, I don't fucking know.
There's like the person that does Ash's voice has done like 1,000 episodes.
Yeah.
It's
He's got like a different hat now and
it's something
Oh
ridiculous.
no, he better not.
Yeah,
yeah.
Fuck that shit.
Parker was watching it for a little bit. It was annoying.
it wasn't as good.
More so annoying. No, there was a question I was going to ask.
Okay.
So I read a story about a group of firefighters, and they saved these little piglets on a farm that was under fire. And as a thank you, they served the piglets up as sausages to the firefighters.
What?
Would you eat it?
So they
This
wait.
isn't a hypothetical. Is
Wait.
No, this
No,
happened.
this happened. She said.
This happened. So firefighters saved these piglets from a fire off a farm, and as a thank you, they served them up as sausages to the firefighters.
Let me ask you: do you know any more details? In fact, did they let the piglets grow up to be full-grown pigs when they were to kill them anyway?
I don't know. I'm assuming yes, because if it's a farm, they're growing them for slaughter.
Yeah, it's not like they would have rescued him and then been like, come back in like 5 years when they're bigger so we can make sausages out of them. It would have been
You don't think how long do you think it takes from get to a baby to a full-grown pig?
even if it's a year. I mean, they're not going to say come back in a year and we'll feed you these sausages.
It was a surprise. I don't think it was like, hey, we're going to
think
feed
they
you
brought 'em
guys
to the
as
fire
thank
department.
you.
Oh God, that's
If the pigs were going to be killed for bacon anyway,
but you
Oh,
risked your
oh.
life saving these things from a fire.
they were going to be killed anyway. What do you say?
No, I understand.
Because the
then why did
firefighters.
you why would you try to rescue something that was just
I don't think the firefighters knew or they didn't want them to suffer. I have no idea. But if you want to, like, if you if you rescue animals that are just there to be eaten at one point in time, can you be mad when later on after you save them they get killed to be eaten?
No, I wouldn't be mad. It's just weird. Like,
So-
Like, would you personally eat them? Like, you knew that you saved that from a fire. Could you eat it?
I think I could eat anything as long as I'm not the one seeing it being slaughtered, like, and gutted.
your dog.
Or anything. If I seen, like, a cow,
So you could eat your dog.
like, have a throat slit,
So if I killed your dog, you could eat it.
I don't know if I'd like to taste a dog, for one. But say you
grind
had,
it up,
you
make
had
it
cooked meat
tacos.
on a plate, I would eat it. If you told me it was my dog, I don't know, I guess it's like, wow, this is better than I thought.
It's one of those things where we don't tell you what it is until you eat it and you say it's good. And then you're
Yeah,
like, oh,
it's
yeah,
human.
it's squid.
It's man.
Never mind.
No, so you wouldn't?
If I knew that there were pigs for slaughter and there was any risk of being hurt in that, in the process of saving them, I wouldn't have saved them to begin with. That's where my thing comes to begin. These pigs, they're gonna die. The barn is burning.
Would it have been better just to pull a gun and club them to death?
Yeah.
That's what.
Yeah, I know. Because rabbits would catch on fire and run, and they would light other places on fire.
Like her job was to go ahead of the fire at one point in time and club critters to death that are running around like panicked. Like, or whether or not they'd be small like squirrels or rabbits or bigger. Yeah, she had. I don't know if she had a baseball bat or a club.
Aww.
I don't know how you catch the goddamn rodents.
They're fast.
Yeah, but she said she had nightmares for a long time about clubbing rabbits. So,
Unless they're just standing there, spinning around in a
it's
circle.
interesting. It is one thing to leave an animal just to burn to death.
Yeah.
And if you have the time and inclination to save them, if it's not a life risk.
Well, you're being called to the scene of a fire. It's your job to save
life.
whatever's there on the premises.
Yeah.
What are you going to do? Show up and say, oh, I'm sorry, you're a slaughterhouse. I'm not going to help save your pigs?
Yeah, that would be
That's your job.
pretty cold-hearted for one. But
I thought it was an interesting
article.
The weird things that I see.
No, that's weird.
It's stomach turning for you?
No, it's not stomach turning, but I don't know.
You love bratwurst.
I do love bratwurst.
They're just saying thank you, Robert.
You got anything else?
Oh, they had the casting for Good Omens, but no one else has read that, so no one
I've read
else
half
can
of
really
it.
care about it.
Good Vibrations?
No.
What?
Good Omens.
Oh, I don't know that Beach Boy song.
It's another Neil Gaiman book.
Oh,
gonna be an
neo-Nazi book.
No.
What'd you say?
Neil Gaiman.
Neo-Gaiman.
Neil.
No. You can whatever you do on your own time, that's
Neo
good for you.
Gaiman. Got it.
He signs books in airports just of
And
his
just
own.
leaves them
And
there.
he leaves clothes in charity bins. I know.
Yeah, what an asshole. Fucking A.
Robert will never let that go.
No, I won't. Sign a book.
Well, the casting's good. That's what the point is.
David Tennant is playing a demon in it. So.
And Martin Sheen's playing the angel.
Who's Martin Sheen?
No, isn't it Sheen?
Yeah.
No, we had a conversation on
Sheen.
here about Martin Sheen because you knew who he was and none of the rest of us knew who he was.
Yeah, I didn't.
You're like, he's been in all kinds of stuff, and then you listed what he's been in, and none of us
It's
had
all
seen
minuscule characters.
Martin Sheen, the guy who's in what's your favorite crime movie ever? The one with Leo DiCaprio.
What?
No.
The Departed? No.
Oh, I'm thinking. Wait,
Wrong Sheen.
what's that Sheen's name?
Spelled differently.
Is it the same, but they're spelled differently, or did you just say the wrong character or the wrong person?
No, it's not the wrong person. I looked it up.
Oh.
Thank you very much. But
All right.
Sheen.
It's the guy that's in that new Reese Witherspoon movie that looks terrible.
Okay, yeah, I know who you're talking about now. Martin Sheen? The guy's name was Michael Sheen?
Michael Sheen. There you go. I said
There
the
you
wrong
go.
first name.
Yeah,
That's
I got
You
the
know
last name
who
right.
Martin Sheen is?
Yeah, you got
That's
the...
like that small actor?
Yeah.
No, I got the first name wrong.
Okay.
I wrote it down.
So what were you
correctly.
talking about? He's cast as in your show?
As a Perdale. He's the angel.
Is that the lead?
No.
There's an angel and a
There's-
demon that have been together that have been friends for like a long period of time. Katrina won't even let me talk about it, even though I read that fucking part. No, go ahead.
I was
go
letting
ahead.
you talk about
Yeah,
it.
people can't see you scowling like an
I'm
asshole.
not
Go ahead.
scowling.
What's the matter?
Nothing.
No, she needs to explain it because
No, I don't. You were doing just a fine job. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Is this the plot of the book or a sub part?
No, I've read like half the book. I couldn't get into it.
It's hard to get into. The second half of the book is better.
It's the part that I didn't read.
The plot revolves around two characters?
No.
Oh.
There's different groups of lead characters that are all going around at the same time.
Okay.
And the angel and the demon are one of them.
Okay.
And they're making it a movie. Or not a movie, a TV show.
series.
Did you see David Tennant was on, I didn't click the article, on set at Jessica Jones too?
He's going to be in it.
Is that a fact?
Yeah, I thought they already said he's going to be in it.
How is that?
Flashbacks?
Or is he coming back to life with a hand?
They already said Yondu's going to be in Avengers. Flashbacks?
Huh. Who said that?
I might just be pulling it out of my ass.
I never watched the Avengers trailer, so...
Is it out?
Then it's a bootleg?
Yeah, I don't think you can find
They
it.
shut that shit down really fast.
I want to say somebody at work, like Dustin, said it was up, or
That guy, first of all, does he listen? Because he's a piece of shit.
Oh.
He's watched 30 episodes roughly of Game of Thrones in about 3 days. 4 days.
That's what happens when you're a fucking piece of shit.
He started talking today about, he read something about this would happen next season. I said, shut your fucking mouth.
This is a guy that told Corey spoilers for the last episode of this year. Yondu rumored Avengers Infinity War. So.
Avengers.
That's the prequel to the next one. It's like an in-between Avengers
Short?
2 and
Isn't it
Avengers
short?
Infinity War.
It's avenging vegetables.
Yes. Closing arguments?
I was going to just bring up, this might be the last podcast we do before the fight in Vegas.
Yeah.
McGregor.
Yeah.
I know, I had an article up that 94% of people have bet on McGregor.
Yeah, they said if
he wins,
if McGregor knocks him Mayweather out in the first 4 rounds, it'll be the biggest loss that Vegas has ever had.
Yeah, it'll bankrupt a lot of it. It went into detail.
It's millions and millions and millions and millions of dollars.
Can you imagine that upset? I want to see it just for that.
Oh, I do too. It's on Saturday. You guys will all be here. Brian wants to get it.
I will put in $20.
So I said it's $100 for the fight.
I don't want to watch it that bad.
Me neither. Like, and chances are what's going to happen is McGregor's not going to land almost anything the whole fight because he's fighting a boxer that's 49-0, and
they're going to dance around.
I think McGregor's going to try to go after him.
Do you think he's going to knock down?
Do I think McGregor's going to get knocked down?
Yes.
No.
You think they're both going to take it the whole time?
I think
Out on his feet.
I think there are going to be 2 ways this ends. It's going to be Mayweather decision, McGregor knockout. But it's like 2% chance that McGregor knocks him out and a 98% chance it goes to decision.
See,
Mayweather's not a knockout guy.
You have to understand it's boxing. It's not MMA. Like MMA, you have to mentally be there. You don't have to mentally be there in boxing. You just got to stand up.
Yeah, I don't think that's true.
You don't think so?
No. The footwork and the handwork for boxing is so much more advanced than MMA. It's ridiculous.
No, I agree with that. But
That's
I
why
mean
you
to
have to
continue
mentally
a
be
fight. To just
Oh,
continue a fight
no, yeah.
ref-wise.
Because boxing, they let you get back up. With MMA, you're just knocked out and it's done.
Right.
Yeah.
A ref's not going to call a fight.
Yeah. Well, the way I look at it is Mayweather, McGregor's used to be getting hit with 4-ounce gloves. They're almost like non-existent. And they're going to be 8-ounce gloves. So they're going to be double as thick. So he's going to be...
like weights.
Yeah. So, but it could also make him get tired really fast. Because, I mean, just 4 ounces... It was supposed to be 10 ounces, but they got him put down to 8.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting, the outcome.
Yeah. I mean, you'll be able to watch the highlights anywhere.
Well, people are going to be streaming that shit.
And the last article I had pulled up was highest paid actors of, I'm guessing, 2017. Yeah.
The Rock.
Wahlberg.
Did you read any of these?
Yeah, I saw a lot of stuff online. Emma Stone's the number 1 for women.
I only have men up, but...
Of course he does.
I have... Well, that's all this article had. But top 20.
Of course.
So you knew Wahlberg was number 1?
Yeah, I knew Wahlberg was one of them because I saw
Rock number 2?
Yeah, he dropped down a notch. Okay,
Who else had big movies?
Robert Downey Jr.
He apparently... He was talked about in the first paragraph. He dropped down to 6 this year.
Because he didn't have much come out.
I
Not
guess.
much work.
I'm surprised number 3, actually.
Ben Affleck?
No. If I have to find Affleck, he is not on the top 20.
I was just curious because I didn't know if he would have negotiated a cut for,
Batman
and all them. I'm trying to think. Like we don't get to see a lot of movies, so
I'll say there's a lot of Marvel people on here.
Okay, Michael Keaton.
No.
Chris Pratt.
Oh, Chris Pratt has to be there.
19.
Really?
17 million.
Good for him.
Wow. Samuel Jackson. Is he on this?
13.
Really? Wow.
30.5 million.
Ryan Reynolds.
No.
As number 15, 21.5 million.
Chris Evans.
Number 18 million.
Christopher Chirk.
Who's that?
Nobody. Hemsworth.
Number 11, 31.5 mil.
So number 3, huh?
Yeah, I'll give you a clue. He is in
Matt Damon.
He is in 2 Marvel movies. Okay. Matt Damon, number 16, 21 million.
2 Marvel movies.
2 Marvel movies. And
his voices.
Josh Brolin.
Not on here.
Well, he's in Marvel movies and he does the voice.
Yep.
2 voices of Marvel. James Spader?
No.
He was Ultron. I'm trying to think. Kurt Russell?
No. Okay, this guy who does the voice. Very distinct voice.
Is the guy that does
Jarvis?
Paul. It's not Jarvis, is it?
No.
Very distinct voice.
And he's in a movie series where there's like, fuck if I know, incarnations 8, 9, I don't know where on.
Of Marvel?
No, this is another movie series he's in.
Saw?
No.
Tobin Bell?
No.
That's a name you haven't heard in a long time.
Yeah. He's 100 incarnations.
He only had 3 words of dialogue.
Oh, Vin Diesel.
Vin
So
Diesel.
Fast and Furious.
Number 3, 54.5 mil.
Wow.
So because Fast and Furious and Guardians?
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah. And number 4, surprising, but this guy got a Netflix deal.
Adam Sandler.
Adam Sandler. 50.5 million.
Holy shit.
Number 5 is surprising. He used to do all his own stunts back in the day.
Tom Cruise.
He's number 7.
Tom Cruise still does his own stunts. He just broke his ankle.
Yeah. No, everybody likes number 5. I don't know if he does many American movies anymore.
And
I don't know.
Jackie Chan.
Yeah. 49 million.
Because he still makes a ton of money overseas.
Yeah, he owns his own studio, doesn't he? So.
Yeah, he's worth a lot of money.
6, Robert Downey fell off. Shah Rukh Khan. Do you know who that is?
Who?
What?
I don't know if I'm pronouncing it. Number 8, I think.
I don't know who that is.
Even number 9, Salman Khan. Are they brothers?
Must be.
Number 10, Ashke Kumar. Are these like Bollywood actors? I don't know.
They might be.
I know this guy.
From what? Gotta be in some big movies.
No, he. I think you're right, but I know him from something.
Was he in Lion?
Because number 8, 9, and 10 look like Bollywood names. I don't mean to be racist, but...
Yeah, it's...
You are correct there.
Yeah.
Number 12, Tom Hanks. 14,
Really?
Gosling. Said Reynolds, Damon. Jeremy Renner, 17.
Good for him.
Oh.
Chris Evans, 18. Pratt, 19. Ruffalo, 20.
Oh.
The Marvel boys, rounding it out.
Rounding it
So
out.
no Scarlett Johansson. Well,
It's all men.
female.
that's right. So who'd you say is number 1?
Emma Stone was number 1.
Okay, that's fine.
Well, she was in a lot.
All her movies make a lot of money anyway. At least she's not like Johnny Depp, who's not on here.
Yeah.
He also was in court a lot this last year.
There was a thing, it said, in the athletic world, not like owners and stuff, but in the athletic world, over the last like 20 years, and it had the top 5 paid people, and it was A-Rod, Kobe, Roger Goodell. He's made more than any other athlete over like the last 20 years.
They need to burn him
Is
at
he
the
going to be
stake.
re-signed pretty soon?
Yeah, they're giving a 5-year extension.
Oh my
How
god.
can somebody so? I would say
Because
universally.
he makes the
hated?
owners money.
They don't have anybody
lot.
else
They're the
they
only
can
ones
push
that vote?
around.
Yeah.
That's funny because
Well,
you
they
think,
own the league. They pay him.
yeah, you would think as soon as somebody gets bad press, it's like standard protocol. Please retire, But he had so much bad press for a while, and you don't hear nothing but negative stories about Goodell. I've never heard a good story about Goodell.
No.
No.
But the fact that he's still being like renewed, that kind of sucks. In my point of view,
He gets
could be a cool
results.
guy. I have no idea.
I don't think he is. No one seems to like him.
Top 10 paid actresses. 10, Amy Adams. Where did 9 go? It skipped from 10 to 8.
Did it?
8, Julia Roberts. 8, Blanchett. They're tied, that's why. Charlize Theron. Emma Watson. Mila Kunis. Melissa McCarthy. Jennifer Lawrence. Jennifer Aniston. Emma Stone. Emma Stone made $26 million.
Way less than everybody. Oh
Yeah.
man.
Yeah, because they're women.
Because they're women.
Yeah. They need to argue for more money.
Well, Jennifer Lawrence,
Women are much more replaceable
I
in
don't
Hollywood.
know if that's what it is. It's just,
I remember Jennifer Lawrence raising their awareness.
yeah, she
But
got hers.
At the time, somebody did say that the men argued for, like, they held out for higher pay, where she didn't.
Well, that's where you would say that yes, women are more that's how they're looked at as more replaceable, because if they hold
They'll
out,
just find
get
somebody else younger, better looking to fill their spot.
Perhaps. I'm not saying that's wrong, but she was.
You're not saying that's wrong.
No, it may not be true. It could be.
No,
we don't
the
know.
Fact's wrong. Not that
I
the
know.
idea is wrong.
Yeah, we don't know if she held out for more money, if she would have been easily replaced. And well, it was American Hustle. It's one that she brought up the wage gap.
Yeah. Well, I think she got paid a lot more than Chris Pratt for that movie that they were in.
Oh yeah,
Passengers.
Yeah, Passengers. But I can't.
Did him and Anna Faris break up?
Yeah.
I hadn't heard except as a joke, like on Last Week Tonight. I think I was like, oh shit, didn't realize.
Yep. Divorce.
Wow, happens to the best of them. Between him and like, who's the guy who does Batman's voice?
Kevin Conroy.
No, Lego. Will Arnett and what's her name?
Amy Poehler.
Yeah. When comedians separated, so even more sadder. Did you see Elon Musk's spacesuit?
No.
So they have an official SpaceX astronaut flight suit. And it's not just like the prototype; it is tested and it is functional. That's the future.
That's awesome.
Does it look like out of a movie, kind of?
It does.
It does.
Yeah. So I saw that today. I was like, that's cool. At least you look cool while you go up to space and die.
And die.
Yeah.
And kerplode.
Well, with that said, we got to end it. We're running a little long, and you guys don't have to edit this.
I thought we were a little short and thick.
Oh yeah, full circle right there.
Wow.
Yeah. All right, guys, we're out.